How you doing, girl? Hey, Dee. Hey, Dottie. Okay. So, are you ready for another episode? Okay. I just had a revelation, a connection. Okay. Who was I? Oh, I was watching Passionate Perseverance. Okay. And that's what brought it to my mind. Now, I've been doing these cards, and you've been watching me do these reads, these spreads, okay? And the Two of Wands, okay? And the Three of Wands, waiting for one ship to come in, okay? And I've been noticing ships in the background of the card. I didn't know there was a ship there. Oh, look, there's a ship. Okay, I didn't know there was a ship there. I'm just now noticing ships. Well, I was watching her, and sure enough, okay, she was saying about that she got the Three of Wands waiting for the ships to come in. Okay. And I'm like, you know what? Them ships is getting closer. Okay. That's telling me, okay, I keep seeing the ships. And now the one with the Three of Wands, the ships is out there, okay? You got someone waiting, okay? But the cards I've been seeing, the ships have been closer. What you think? I think they're getting moving in on something. I don't know what it is, okay? But they moving in on something. The ship's getting closer and closer, okay? And the thing about it is they waiting on this ship to come in. We waiting too. Hmm. Hey, Leo Smiles, Sky Blue, Grandma Forever, Denise. Hello. Yeah, so I was watching her, and yeah, and I made that connection. Okay, now I just got through watching the Interview Room with that guy who went out there and did the footwork. Okay, I call him the gumshoe. That's what his name is, because that's what they call them, gumshoe cops, when they walk the beat. Okay, well, he actually went out there and walked the beat and did what he was supposed to do. It's hot now, but it wasn't hot before when they should have been out there doing that. Okay. I also watched Sax Francisco, and well, I had seen when she had went out there, but she was doing some mumbling and some little things she was doing, and I said, okay. But she was talking about how she rode around and she stopped at Nancy's house and Annie's house and all this stuff. And how beautiful Annie's home was. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's interesting. And it's interesting, just interesting to watch as we watch. Oh, you did? Well, I'm coming here late because why is my voice, my throat feeling a little scratchy? Anyway, I'm gonna have to make an appointment with the doctor and tell him about my throat and all these little things, okay? Because now they're starting to come together. Because the guy was saying something about the throat. I was watching YouTube, and what was it? Oh, dry mouth, okay, and a sore throat. And I'm like, I don't have a sore throat. Well, now I'm not so I'm having a sore throat, okay. What about the ransom notes? Interesting question. Okay. Interesting question about the ransom notes. And I had a thought on the ransom notes. I didn't write it down, so let me remember, okay, about the ransom notes and them talking about the ransom notes and what they said in the ransom note made me feel that I got the feeling that they know what happened, okay? I think they know what happened. And when Nancy passed, they split. Okay, I don't do murders. Okay, you don't do murders, but you're gonna be doing them now. Okay, so I think they split, but they didn't get paid. They want their money. It seems like a lot of people in this operation want their money. Okay, right? And hence the ransom notes. Okay, hence the ransom notes. Still want to get paid. I still want my money. Okay, a deal is a deal. Okay, see, when criminals, that's how criminals do. Okay, say they'll bug you about your money, about their money, but you better not bug them about your money. Okay, if they owe you, you better not be. Okay, they gonna use any excuse, okay, to not pay you. See, but when you owe them, oh no, honey, they gonna go through all kind of stuff. Hence that what's that little boy name? Derek. Oh, Derek. Now, the thing about it, here's what I'm going to tell you. I had some thought back in the day, okay, when I got arrested and pleaded guilty. I did take a plea deal. I didn't think I did, but no, it was a plea deal, which is what they do, okay? You could take this deal or you could go to trial, okay, right? And the deal is less time, okay? What did they tell me? They're going to give me a year or 16 months, okay, right? And I thought I was going to get 2 years, okay? So I took that 16 months. But the point is, scratch that. Forget what I said. But the point is, I was offered that. I didn't have to take it. Okay, so what I'm telling you is don't be surprised if there's really nothing that comes out of this. If it is, ooh, that's going to be good. Okay. Mm-hmm. But if it's not, don't be surprised because even though he's changed his plea and he took a deal, okay, he just took a deal to plead guilty and get lesser time. That's all. It's just a formality. Okay. It's a formality. So don't be surprised if this is just a formality, okay? However, I find it hard to believe that he doesn't know more. I really do, okay? Why are you writing somebody? And he said he just wanted to see what their response was. That don't sound right. He lying. I ain't even going to, I'm not even going to entertain that response. He lied. Yeah, okay. Well, I just wanted to see their response, what they would do. Don't you see them crying on television? And what did you mean? You wanted to see what they were going to do. Okay? You wanted to see their response. That don't even sound right. Okay? So that's where I'm going with this, okay? It's too much BS in this case. It's too much pussyfooting around the bush, okay? But them ships is coming in, okay? We waiting on the ships to come in, and I'm telling y'all, okay, them ships is coming in. They're getting closer and closer to shore. Mm-hmm. And the perpetrators know, and just like they was on he was on the video, and he's saying, and I know the perpetrators are watching. I know they're watching me. So he says, so I have something to say to you. Okay. So here's the thing about that ransom note. And I'm sorry to tell you that your mom passed and woo, 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 woo. If you were that genuine, you would have told them where the mama is. Okay. Right. But at the same time, I thought they may not know where the mama is. Okay. If you're genuinely sorry, you would have told them where they could find their mama. Okay. However, if the mama died, okay, you like, oh no, I ain't got nothing to do with this, and I'm out of here, okay, and you take off, the body's still there. Somebody did something with the body, but you don't know. Okay. You know who did it, hence the ransom note. I could take you to who did it. I could tell you who it had to do with, okay. But I ain't wants no parts. You see what I'm saying? So that makes more sense to me. Everything's alleged. This is just my opinion, my 2 cents, okay? Just like a-holes, everybody got one. Mm-hmm. I hope you have one. You didn't miss anything. We just started. This is the first 12 minutes, as a matter of fact. Okay, so I could see something like that going down. Okay, it didn't mean to happen for the lady to pass away. Okay, we didn't know her condition. Okay, all we were supposed to do, what would they say? They were there to do their part of the job. Okay, and that was to take this woman out of her home and drop her off somewhere. Okay, see what I'm saying? And she passed. Okay. Now, when you have these perpetrators, okay, in these crimes, you probably have different levels of criminals, okay, and that bottom level, they don't want and an old lady too. Oh hell no! Nah. Okay, I'm out of here. I ain't got nothing to do with this, honey. Okay, send my money via email or something. Okay, Cash App me. Okay, PayPal. What else they got? What is it? You know what I'm talking about, okay? I mean, that part. For him to say that he didn't know anything, I find it hard to believe. That's all I'm saying. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so I have the Violet Veil. I think I'm gonna go in first with the Kipper because I'm really concerned. Something called me. The Kipper called me. Okay, the Kipper. Okay. So when that crosses my mind, they must have something to say. That's right. Send my money, okay? Bitcoins, hip coins, lit coins, whatever. Send me my money, okay? What do they got on here? Apple Pay, PayPal, Cash App, Zen. Is it Zen? Zelle. Okay, there's all kind of ways you can send my money. Bitcoin, Itcoin, okay? Just send me my money. See what I'm saying? But I'm not dealing with no death, no murder, okay? So they know, they got enough sense to know this day and age that that's a murder charge, okay? Whether you killed her or not, it don't matter. It's a murder charge. Okay. She died on your watch. See what I'm saying? Okay. And he really needed that money. Okay. So that's the way I feel about it. And the ransom note. Okay. They want to say the ransom notes is not real. Okay. My thing is, it's real. All the ransom notes are real. Okay. You see what I'm saying? If you send me a note, okay, telling me to put you some Bitcoins in there and you're going to tell me where the body is, that's real. Okay. Whether you know or not, I'm taking it serious. So as far as I'm concerned, all the notes are real, and regardless of who they're from, they may have different parts. I don't think, and they don't think, but I don't think personally that they're from the first letters and the other letters are separate. Okay, and they're separate because the first two letters ask for a ransom. The other letters ask for money in exchange for information. Okay, so somebody said, okay, somebody need their money and they trying to get some money and they thought maybe this would be a good idea, even though they know it wasn't a good idea, but they was desperate, that desperate. Right, exactly. Google Pay, crypto, okay? They weren't fake, they were not ransom notes, okay? So you can't tell me about fake when somebody is talking about a murder, okay, that just happened. We're looking for the lady. They sent ransom and they couldn't show proof of life. So we all figured she was probably dead, okay. Now we get these notes for information in exchange for Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? So no, that's not fake. Okay, it to me it wasn't a ransom, okay, like a ransom, but it is related, directly related. Yes, Michi, interesting. Right, they were all, as far as I'm concerned, they were all real. You put $152 in the account. I don't know why you did that. When they told me that, I'm just like, okay, what did you think that was bait? That wasn't no bait. I'm gonna tell you what that was. That was notification. Okay, that if you touch this money, we're gonna get you. That was that. Okay, that was you ain't did nothing but tell the killer not to touch the money because it's a setup. $152. You spend more than that taking the family out to eat. Wasn't it though? That was out just like, well, sheesh, this sounds like y'all trying to help the killers, okay? The kidnappers to me with $152. I don't know what in the world they was thinking. $152. Okay. Talking about it's still there. Nobody touched the account. You damn right it's still there. Sure. I can't even go shopping with that. I don't know. What can you tell us about Nancy Guthrie? Okay. Nancy Guthrie from Pima County, Arizona. What do you want us to know about the missing Nancy Guthrie? Okay. What's going on? Okay. They got the ransom note. This boy is facing jail time. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to get probation. But what is going on? Are they getting closer to solving the case? What was this card? False person. We know that. It ain't no false person. It's false people. There ain't no one. Okay. What do you want us to know? Nancy Guthrie on the docket. And thank you for your answers. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it's, but I don't know. Let's look. Let's see. Okay. Marriage. Okay. It's two. They married. Mm. Great fortune. A wealthy man. And there's a message. Unexpected income. I think somebody has got a windfall. They're not saying anything and they're not going to, but I think somebody may have gotten a windfall. Okay. And the expectation. Here we go. Sudden wealth. Great fortune and sudden wealth right next to each other. Wow. So there's something about money. It's something about money. It's something about this marriage. There's an agreement here, okay? And this is in the family. This is in the family. Okay? And this money is coming from somewhere. This money has been routed. Coming from foreign country. False person. So there's some people, okay, there is some money. Now let me tell you about this distant horizons, all this sudden wealth and good fortune and all this kind of stuff, okay, is how they do them bitcoins, okay, and get those monies and they reroute those bitcoins, okay, to a foreign entity, a foreign account, and route it on around, okay, and turn it into money into one of them foreign banks over there, and then have that money, okay, conveniently routed to their account in the United States. Concern. And the courthouse. Now, this may be around this gentleman, Derek, a thief. Okay. And the lovers. Okay. So this is a long time ago. I think this is something in the past. Something in the past. And that's what comes up about Nancy Guthrie's readings. It's always something in the past. Okay. These are people from the past. There's a mature man. And that could be the sheriff. And some traveling. Mm. Now they said that Sax Francisco had made a comment. Okay, I guess she would talk to one of the neighbors or something that was telling her that they weren't home. They left. And usually this time of the year, around this time of the year, they go to Italy. Okay. So I guess when the little boy's out of school, they go to Italy. Now I had a past reading where there was a connection with the dad and them going back to the dad's house. And he's aware of Tommaso's dad, and he's aware of the goings on. April is you like you said, it's a combination of that. It's a combo. Okay. Supersize it. It's a combo. And we got imprisonment for the thief. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that what she's saying is they would usually go to Italy at this time of the year. They would visit. Where they're getting the money to do all this must be nice. Must be nice. Well, it don't matter if it's really hot there because it's really hot here. It's hot where they live and where they going. It's hot. Mm-hmm. And a message of concern. And the community. And a privileged lady. Who could that be? Mm-hmm. And a child. There you go. They traveling to Italy. The house. And the courtship slash plan. And the police. Yeah. And I wonder if they're gonna leave that little boy over there. But that's what it's saying. Right. And then two, I gotta have a fan. Those hot flashes, okay, is suffering in silence when you have them hot flashes, okay. Ooh wee. And then two is, I noticed too is there's triggers on that hot flash too, okay. If they don't just pop up, but stress, getting upset, and and heat, okay. Heat is in like if you working or something like that and you get a little hot, oh Lord, then you get a hot flash on top of being hot. Woo wee, and it pisses you off. It pisses you off. You got an attitude, girl. Okay, so that's what the Kipper has to say. We might go back to the Kipper. Okay, we want to see what the secret, the violet veil. Yeah, and they had security stand. Now, wait, why they gonna have security stand at their house? Now, she did say that they had a no trespassing sign posted at Annie's house. Okay. There's also a no trespassing sign posted at Nancy's house. Okay. And they have it on her property. I'm like, wow, go figure. The irony of it all. Hmm. Okay. So that prompted me to some questions. Oh, okay. So what I want to know, well, the thing about it is that might have been a setup. That might have been a setup. He shared arrest papers. I'm really not going to get into the family calling because I do understand where they're coming from. Okay. And the people who are out there, they need to have more understanding. Okay. And put their feet in on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Because if someone was standing outside my house, I would be wondering too. And you know, they be out there in them neighborhoods. They quick to call the police anyway. Okay. He ain't the first one that got called. Somebody's standing outside my house. Okay. You know, okay, so I'd be too scared to go around there anyway, thinking they gonna think I'm a suspect. They might try to take me in and say I'm porch guy. Okay. Tell us the energy around this Nancy Guthrie. abduction. Okay. What's the energy around the abduction? In this Nancy Guthrie, it's a lot going on. Okay. And I know the energy is shifting. So what can you tell us about this current energy around the abduction of Nancy Guthrie? Mm-hmm. And thank you for your answers. What's the energy? And the thing about it is, they caught that guy, and he was talking about how fast they caught that guy and traced it back to him. What? How come they couldn't trace the other people or the other notes? So the energy, current energy on the Nancy Guthrie abduction, okay? Not investigation, abduction. Well, we got to see which way this is going to take us. Okay. So there is a, what is this? Is it recovery, Four of Pentacles? Okay. So they, it looks like in this abduction that they are hoarding information. They are hoarding information. Okay. Tell us more. Yeah, they're manifesting. Manifesting, using their resourcefulness, all that. Okay. They got all the tools on the table, the FBI. But they are at a crossroads. With this woman here. Okay. So if they're at a crossroads with her, okay, they are really trying to determine the role she played. You know, was she a willing accomplice, or was she really the damsel in distress? Maybe. Okay. Mm-hmm. So they looking at her. What is that? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Knight of Wands, okay? It may be telling me that they're watching their movements. They're watching the movements, okay? And they have a choice, or they're trying to make a choice. Mm-hmm. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The conflicts, the financial loss. And let's see, what else is this? The Ten of Pentacles and the instability. And the recovery. There we go with that recovery. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Regret. Poverty. Loneliness. And trying to get away with something and getting caught. Oh. And we got the 5. So the 5 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles with the missed opportunities and the greed. And the Hermit in reverse. Moving on to calmer waters. So yeah, she's traveled. She might be running scared. This talks about fear. Paranoid. Judgment in reverse. And the Fool in reverse. I kind of get the feeling that they're looking at her and they're trying to decide. They're indecisive because they don't want to jump the gun and be made and look stupid. Okay. And the King of Swords in reverse. Oh, now this could be the lawyer and this could be the police. Let me see. This is usually my Sheriff Nano's card. And we got slow movement. And we have despair, loss. And we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting given up. Giving up instead of giving up on drop the load, stop carrying it, just give it up. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. The Hierophant. She may give him up to the police girl, okay, and the 7 of Wands. Protection, defense, on a defense. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about overindulgence and greed. And the King of Wands in reverse. And the Emperor. That might be the FBI. But I got the King of Pentacles in reverse. I have the King of Swords in reverse, and I have the King of Wands in reverse. All this masculine, negative masculine energy. At that. And it's greed. It's greed. Okay. They were looking at millions. Okay. They were looking at millions in Bitcoin. Okay. They're looking at millions. And yeah, they're looking at millions. They thought they were. Okay. I mean, their eyes was like this. Okay. And they ran down that rabbit hole. And now we here. No, she not. It's not like an escape. It's an escape as a getaway from the monotony and the uproar that's going on in her home base. Okay, a break. Now, he did say that Tomato is not a U.S. citizen. He is an Italian citizen. Okay, we know Annie is an American citizen. Okay, say so. I don't know. Maybe also to fulfill his what do they call it? It's not dual citizenship, but you know you can come out here. That you come out here to the United States for like 6 months out of the year, and the other 6 months you got to go back, and some people don't go back. Okay, it may be that situation. Hey, Baba, Sky Blue, Dottie. What is that? Master Overlord? Visa. Okay, Visa. Yeah, but he's been here for 20 years. But I'm saying, okay, he may not have been here off and on, off and on. He may be a permanent resident. I don't know. Hi, Lisa. Oh, they know where they at. Oh, no, you best believe, okay? They can get their citizenship, but I don't know if he went to go get his citizenship. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. But what I do want to know is where did the kidnappers, how did they get to the house? How did the kidnappers get to the house? Okay. Yeah. How did they get to Nancy's house? okay, to abduct her. How did they get to Nancy's house? Can you tell us how they got to Nancy's house? How the offenders, the kidnappers, the abductors got to Nancy's house? How did they get there? Okay, because they could have walked. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. How did they get to Nancy's house? We have the Page of Wands, okay? That's action. But she just standing there. Maybe they walked at first. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Tell us more. Okay. Oh, they got tricks. Mm-hmm. Paid tricks at that. They hid. They were hiding. The King of Cups in reverse. This talks about comfort. Did they live in the area? And the Nine of Wands. How did they get to the house? This talks about conflict. The King of Pentacles in reverse. And the home, the family. The Six of Wands in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. And Seven of Cups in reverse. So there's clarity. The Queen of Cups. And the family conflict, financial loss, And the Five of Cups. Ten of Wands in reverse. I'm thinking they walked. And betrayal. And the disharmony there. Over the death of her mother, family member. Mm-hmm. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. I'm not really getting a vibe of transportation. I am seeing waiting. Mm. While she was taking a Uber to Annie's house, they was being dropped off at her house. And another thing too is that if the car is just driving by and somebody stooped down on the floor, then you're not going to see that there's more people in the vehicle. Yeah, but that was years ago. They can't do that now. Instantly become a citizen. They can't do that now. They stop all that. They may have walked. Okay, I don't see a car in here. I see a horse upside down. So to me, that's not a ride. That's a walk. And there's no forced entry. And no forced entry, that could mean a whole lot of things, okay? But I find it hard to believe that an 84-year-old woman would be leaving her doors unlocked at night. Maybe in the daytime, but at night. They may have. Everything's alleged. My interpretations, okay? Your entertainment. There's no facts in the video, okay? Let's see. Okay, so how were the ransom notes delivered? What can you tell us about the ransom notes? How did they get the ransom notes? Okay, what can you tell us about how they got the the ransom notes and the other notes? How did they get them? Okay, did they send them a text? Did they mail it? Did they have it delivered? How did they get the ransom note? Okay, how did they get these notes? Is they telling you a letter came in, this came in, but they're not telling you how it got there? How did they get those ransom notes? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Yeah. Inquiry minds want to know, how did they get those ransom notes? Okay. This talks about the past. This talks about the past, and this talks about the children. Okay. Let's see. The world in reverse. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So the conflict, all this stuff with the family is not over. Oh, Queen of Wands. And overindulgence, too much partying. The Sun in reverse. Confusion. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the betrayal. Walking away. Now, this Queen of Wands, okay, to me, it comes off as Annie, okay? And here's why. To me, Annie is wearing two faces, night and day, okay? And one minute she comes off as the Queen of Cups, and then 1 minute she comes off as the Queen of Wands. That's what I get, I feel. Okay. So when you see the Queen of Wands or you see the Queen of Cups, and I refer to it as Annie. That's my Annie card. That's why. Because to me, she's two people. Okay. She's that insecure, needy child. Okay. And then she turns around and she's this bold, vicious woman. Okay. Especially if she hasn't had her fix for the day, allegedly. Okay. And we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there's hesitation. And we have death. Okay. So it's like she wants to walk away because mama's dead. They're not getting the money. It is all blown up in the media. Okay. But she's hesitant. She's hesitant. Mm-hmm. And then there's conflict. There's competition. And there's the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles. So this is a new opportunity, okay? A new message. This is a page. This is a messenger. And there's Chatty Patty in reverse. It talks about somebody who's young and has a lack of direction, immature. And there we go. Oh, so there's some conflict. Hmm. And the fool in reverse. So there's carelessness, foolishness, and judgment in reverse, and corruption, delays. What do we have here? Self doubt, afraid of change, denial. King of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups in reverse. There may be some information coming in about this King of Pentacles in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now the information was coming about how did the letters get there? How were the ransom notes? Okay. Don't tell me they had the kids drop it off. I'm getting the page and the page and the page of cups, the page of swords, and the page of pentacles. Them is kids. Right, exactly. That's exactly what they want to do. That's exactly what they want to do. That's what I keep getting up to. Okay, is something a younger person. Okay, but there is a younger person involved because Porch Guy gave me the impression of being younger than all of them. Was Porch Guy? How old was the guy on Nancy Guthrie's porch? Can you give us uh, uh, a roundabout estimate about the age of the guy on Nancy Guthrie's porch at the time she went missing? What can you tell us about this guy? Okay, can you tell us how old he was? What can you tell us about this guy that was on Nancy Guthrie's porch when she went missing? And thank you for your answer. Let's see. Four cups, okay. We have four cups about not liking what's being offered, okay. We have 10 of cups. This is a happy family. And despair. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, talking about greed, financial loss. Oh, and the past. No, excuse me. Generosity, exchange. And the 10 of Wands in reverse. And the 6 of Wands in reverse. And the Fool in reverse. Hmm. And the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. The Star card. Okay. I'm not feeling it. In the Moon. Oh. He might have been the one that was put in the position of getting the load, dropping off the load. That could have been the reason why he was at the front door. Knock, knock, I'm here. You had a pickup? You never know. Right, a teenager could have been involved, right. Okay. Let me give these cards a rest because they're not. Sometimes you have to just let them woosah. Okay. And we're gonna get into the Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, because he seems like he's up for the challenge. Okay. So see what that's about. That's what the cards look like. Okay. So, can you tell us about the role of the porch guy on Nancy Guthrie's porch? What was his role in her disappearance? What was he supposed to be doing in the disappearance? What was his part? Okay. In the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. What can you tell us? What do you want us to know about the porch guy and his role in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? Mm-hmm. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Now, Eight of Cups in reverse talks about avoidance and regret. Okay. Avoidance and regret. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. What goes around comes around. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh, the Four of Pentacles. I'm looking at five. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Which talks about losses and disappointment. Okay. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. The Fool. And the Six of Swords in reverse. So this guy is poor. Okay. And he's not able to move forward. He does have regret. Okay. He doesn't look like the brightest apple on the tree. And the Knight of Pentacles. And strength, protection, and control. And the Eight of Wands in reverse. And the Ace of Wands. And the Page of Wands. Okay. The Devil in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So it talks about recovery, okay, and a false security, and overindulgence with temperance in reverse, and the Lovers. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. And the Hierophant. Justice in reverse. And clarity and truth with the Ace of Swords. What do they say? A drunk mind speaks sober thoughts. And the Five of Cups. I'm not getting what I asked, but I am getting that will and the Lovers, okay? And the Lawyer. Interesting. and Annie here. Well, like this lady said, I told you she's on blood thinners, okay? And her left arm, okay, which I'm thinking that's where the blood probably would have came from. It's all like, okay, thin skin, bruised and all that. And then I also seen a video where she had a bandage, a big old bandage covering something else, okay? So as far as the blood, there's no telling where. They're saying it came from the nose or the mouth because it had air in it. Okay, that's what they're saying. Someone had a question about, oh boy, I missed the question. That's the problem, Naomi. It's gone on too long, and you can clearly see how the beginning of the case was fumbled. Okay, the YouTubers pointed that out. The viewers pointed that out. We could all see that this did okay. And I think that's one of the mind-boggling things is how does the lady just go and get kidnapped? Okay, and then her own family don't even seem to be concerned about searching for her. Somebody had a question. Could you put that question back in here? Oh, thank you. Now, the thing about her with her sister is, I think she's more concerned on. Well, it's hard to believe, but you got to realize Savannah works in New York. Okay, let's look at the brother Cameron because Cameron kept coming up in passionate perseverance. Oh, does the porch guy have a deformed arm? Okay. Now, they were talking about that Luke Daly had injured his arm. Okay. I believe it was him that had the injured arm. Okay. Did the guy on Nancy's porch have an injured arm? Was his arm injured? 4 cards, 4 cards. Was his arm injured? Something wrong with the porch guy's arm. 4 cards, 4 cards. What do you want us to know? Something wrong with the porch guy's arm. Okay. Was there something wrong with the porch guy's arm? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Knight of Swords. That's like yes. Okay. 4 cards, 4 cards. What do you want us to know? Was there something wrong with the porch guy's arm? One of his arms. Four cards, 4 cards. Ace of Cups. Eight of Wands in reverse. The Magician in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Tell us more. Tell us more. Can you clarify this about the porch guy's arm? Was his arm injured? One of his arms injured. Can you clarify this? Because this is okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's like, yeah, okay. His arm, his head, his neck. Woo. Ace of Wands. And the Page of Cups. And the Five of Wands. Okay. I take it as yes. I take it as a yes. Yes, his arm was injured. Because this man is injured. Okay. And it's on the Ace of Cups, which is a big yes. Ace of Wands is a yes. Okay. And this is over the Eight of Wands in reverse. And the Eight of Wands in reverse is a setback. Yeah. Trapped. Oh, no. Is it? Wait. Yeah. Setbacks and instability. Okay. And then we have the Page of Cups, which is emotional immaturity. So he was young. And the Magician. Oh, so he has some manipulation. He has some tricks up his sleeve to work that little thing he did. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but he was greedy. Okay. He was greedy and he was broke. And we have the Five of Wands in reverse and avoiding conflict. So he was avoiding injuring that arm, getting that arm mixed up. Okay. Keisha, you in that bag? Okay. No, he didn't injure it at Miss Nancy's. It was already injured. That's why he couldn't pick up the foliage and his arm look all okay in the camera. Okay. Hold on. Let me get something to drink and pay my water bill. I'll be right back. Is my cat? Oh, there she is. She's gonna entertain you guys. Okay, you getting some entertainment, poo poo? Huh? You gonna entertain them? Okay, she look like don't leave him here with me. Yeah. Keisha, I know you up to something, girl. What's really going on? Found me a Diet Mountain Dew. Oh yeah. I got a good question. Um, I might have to use an oracle. Yeah, I think when he was arrested with Kayla, okay, that's when they I think that's when his arm was injured. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the sunshine. He might have been there to pick I told you he might have been there to do a pickup. Okay. But see, this is what I want to ask, okay? Where does he live? Because he just came walking up like it was the thing to do. Where does he live? Where does the guy on that was on Nancy's porch with the mask on? Okay, they call him porch guy. Where does he live? Okay, where does the porch guy live? Where do you want to? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Where is that guy that was seen on Nancy's doorbell camera and that was on her front porch? Same guy. Where does he live? What can you tell us? Where does he live? The star in reverse. Hmm. Okay. Talks about despair. The page of cups in reverse. There's that sports guy. Young, emotionally immature. Wheel of fortune. What goes around comes around. Interesting. Nine of cups. Talks about abundance. Yeah, nine of cups. Yeah, it talks about good abundance, happiness. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Keep going. The Emperor in reverse. Hmm. So he's controlling and stubborn, and he's childish. Hmm. Okay, he's a loner. Or they might be looking for him. Oh, the Chariot. He got a car? Oh, the Chariot. Swing down, sweet chariot star, and let me ride. And the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay. This can also mean control because it does say right here he's controlling. He's childish. He's immature. Okay. We also have the Two of Cups in reverse, which represents an inequality. Oh, okay. Young and dumb. The Moon in reverse. Now, the Moon in reverse, interesting, talks about self healing. Self healing. Interesting. So, and we got the Two of Cups in reverse. So that, okay. Oh, oh, Ten of Pentacles. Family. So this guy, I believe, is self-healing, okay, slash self-medicating. Okay? We got the Moon and we got Cups in reverse. Okay? Overindulgence. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. The Chariot. Remember I said control? And then I got the Moon and the two is, okay, a controlled substance. Oh, controlled substance. Okay, tell me I'm lying. Sheesh. And this is the family. Oh, I wonder, does he know the family? The family knows him. They don't know yet, maybe. Okay, but oh, Seven of Pentacles. Waiting. Growth, patience, and gratitude. So he may have grown up around this family, okay, and they may have given him money, or he may have earned money. Hmm. Oh, look at there. The Ace of Wands, the contracts, and the Tower in reverse. Shut up. Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, he's on drugs. He's on drugs. And the Knight of Pentacles. There's the lawyer. Keep getting. Okay. This is like the family lawyer. Two of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles. Loss. Left out in the cold. Partnerships. Ooh. And the Lovers. And waiting for the ship to come in. There we go with that Three of Wands. Oh, wait. Sookie, sookie now. So, and there's the Ace of Cups. There's clarity, communication. Where my little choo-choo? Yeah, my baby girl. Yes, she is. And the Queen of Wands. Correct me if I'm wrong, and this is all alleged, okay, for your entertainment only. But it seems like they know Porch Guy. There seems to be some familiarity. The Porch Guy, Annie, the lawyer, the police. Right. About 2 miles. Yeah. And he looked like he's the one being left out in the cold. He's the one waiting on the money. Okay. Believe you. Believe me. They know pretty much everybody in that community. Okay? They've lived there too long not to know. And if they don't know, they know somebody who knows them. Okay? Hey, got change. Right. Right. So, if that's the case, where is Porch Guy? Where's Porch Guy now? Where is the guy on Nancy Guthrie's porch? Where is he? Okay. Where is he now? Is he still in the neighborhood? Where is he? And you see it came up with the chariot, so he got a ride. Where is he? What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? The whereabouts of the guy on Nancy Guthrie's porch when she went missing. And thank you for your answers. Where is he? The tower in reverse. I don't know where he's at, but wherever he's at, he's trying to avoid or delay the inevitable. Okay? There we go. There we go. Page of Cups in reverse. Emotional immaturity. Young guy. That's him. That's the porch guy. And the world. Uh-oh. Oh. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, that's not good, honey. This talks about unpaid debts. The Six of Pentacles. It's also my take card, okay? Because it's the give and take. Up. The devil. Not death, the devil in reverse. Okay. Woosah. We have strength and the devil. And the Four of Wands in reverse. This guy might not be here, you guys. I'm telling you. I didn't want to say it, but now that this one came out, he may be. I mean, we have the devil in reverse, okay, which talks about recovery. Maybe they found his body. I don't know. But we got the funeral card, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the world, the end. Interesting. Temperance in reverse. Overindulgence. Um, Reckless. Hmm. The Knight of Wands in reverse. He could be in jail. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. He might be in jail. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Oh. Why did it just cross my mind? OD. This right here. I keep getting bad cards on where is he now? Okay, he look like okay. Um okay. Five of Swords. Death in reverse. Justice in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. Oh, Suki now. He might be in jail. The police know who he is. Or he's dead as a doorknob. One of the two. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. I mean, the King of Swords. The King of Swords in reverse. So this may not be his. This may not be his death. This may be Nancy's. Ten of Wands in reverse. So they may not think he had anything to do with her. There we go with the Queen of Swords in reverse as well. So we have the Queen and the Queen in reverse. The load has been dropped. Okay, so they may not think he had anything to do with her death, or he may not know. They don't think he knows where she's at. the Chariot. There's the car. And the Empress in reverse. So he may not be, oh, wow, this is just, okay. It's telling me something. I'm trying to get through it. Ooh, wee. This is domestic issues. Okay. They don't think he drove to her house, or let me see. That Chariot. Ooh, wee. Okay. So I think that they know who Porch Guy might be. Okay. And but they haven't arrested him. He may already be in jail. Yeah, because this talks about domestic issues or being stagnant. Okay, so he's not going anywhere, but so he may already be in jail. Okay, which is fine with them because he can sit there while they do other things. Interesting, interesting. Well, they could take him out from keep him from talking, but um, I don't think it's not really like that. They don't have it like that. Okay, they don't have it like that. Okay, because the thing about it is they're all under scrutiny. They're all under scrutiny. Everybody involved, even Savannah, everybody's being looked at. Everybody's being watched. Okay, so you can't just move and choose like you used to. You can't do that no more. But this Porch Guy, who probably thinks he's arrogant and he's the smartest thing in the world, okay, I'm getting that he's not, because we have the Page of Cups, immaturity. Okay, pages are young. Okay, I don't think this guy is that young, that young. Okay, but his mind may be. But he got a bad hook up here. But he does have the world, so that's the end. Okay. Mmm. So might be on something on the porch guy. They might and didn't that girl say they think they may have gotten porch guy or know who porch guy is? Let's see. Yeah. They can take him out, but if they ain't took him out while he was out in the free world, he ain't okay. They can't do nothing now. They too hot. The whole department is hot. Okay, so we asked, okay, where porch guy is now. Okay, so I wanted to ask more about this porch guy. Okay, so trying to ask, okay, I can only ask one question, okay, at a time. Um, Let me ask another deck, okay? Because I'm just oh. Okay, I'll come back to this in a minute. We're going in with the stars lighting up the night. And I want to ask, I probably already asked, that's why I'm using another deck, okay? Ooh, let me burn some. Oh, look at my little part that fell apart, girl. This is all I got left now, just this little bit. I'm going to have to break it up and crunch it up and put it in the little cup and burn the rest of it. Get my money's worth. Shoot. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Can you tell us the involvement of the porch guy in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? The guy on her porch with the mask on, okay? Why was he at Nancy's house? Why was that guy with the mask? I knew something. I heard something. Here come Keisha out the bathroom. What you done did, girl? Don't you walk away from me, Keisha. See how these cats just ignore me. What was the guy doing at Nancy's house? The guy in the camera, okay? What was he there at Nancy's house for? Why was he at Nancy Guthrie's house? On the camera guy, on her camera, on her front porch with a mask and a backpack. What was he doing at Nancy Guthrie's residence? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Mm-hmm. What was he doing at her house? Nine of Cups in reverse. Ooh, in reverse. Unfulfilled and disappointment. Okay. Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. He was there to drop off a load. He was dropped off. To exchange. Temperance. And the Nine of Wands in reverse. So he was either trapped or he was giving up. Let's see. Queen of Wands. Oh. Ace of Cups in reverse. That's interesting. Says talks about emotional loss. And the Hermit. He was by himself. I think that came up before. The Star in reverse. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, this is the second time, okay? There's freedom, and the Ten of Wands in reverse is freedom. Letting go, giving up. Now, this Queen of Wands, okay, apparently was in charge. She's in charge. She's got the power. She's large and in charge, okay? And recovery. Oh. Rock bottom recovery. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh. And the Four of Cups in reverse, acceptance. And a plan of action. Four of Pentacles, holding on to something. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, to get Nancy. He was there to get Nancy. He was there to pick up a load, to recover. The Emperor. Waiting for the ship to come in, okay? There was a plan. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Here we go with the sleepless nights, the stress, the worry, okay? Anxiety. There's the plan. Playing over and over in his head. There's the home. There's the family, celebration, whatever you want to call it, okay? But it was the plan of action. Heartbreak and betrayal. And the Six of Cups. So he knew Nancy from the past. He knew Nancy when he was a little kid. Okay. The Chariot in reverse. Loss of control, loss of direction, okay, confusion. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the family. So this porch guy, okay, whoever he may be, they know who he is. They know the family. He knows the family, okay? And that might be why he's got the regret and the nightmares, because he felt, well, he did betray her. Now, he may not have done anything to her, but like I said, he knew the family. And I have Annie, my interpretation of Annie, I could be wrong, who's running the show. This is Porch Guy, okay? And this is what's coming up with Porch Guy. All them kings and all that was coming up, and the lawyer and all that, that's not coming up with this Porch Guy. What's coming up with this Porch Guy is Annie and family and the past. Tommaso could be the emperor. Okay, he gives off emperor energy. Okay. Who's behind the ransom notes? Okay. Can you tell us who is behind the ransom notes in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? Who's behind the ransom notes? Somebody sent those ransom notes. The first two ransom notes. Who is behind those ransom notes? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answer. Who is behind the ransom notes in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie of Pima County, Arizona? Thank you for your answers. Temperance. So it's telling you to wait. It's telling you patience. Okay? Let's see what else they have to say. Mm-hmm. The Five of Swords. Okay? So there's some kind of conflict in communications. Okay? And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Let's see what the book says with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Oh. The Ten of Swords is talking about is the refusal to let something in. So in the upright, okay, the Ten of Swords, the end, okay, but it's in reverse. So there's conflict on letting it come to an end, whatever that is, okay. Let's keep going. There you go, death. The Star in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles. Now this Knight of Pentacles seems to be moving or jumping up. Okay. To get that money. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is bad luck. I wonder, okay, with the Pentacles, did they get paid? Somebody get paid to write the letter. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So it talks about recklessness and the Empress. And the Ace of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles. So I think somebody was paid, and I'm getting a feminine energy here. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. Mm-hmm. And the Two of Cups in reverse. Oh. And the Knight of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. So the truth is coming forward. Okay. The the Knight of Cups is bringing forth, okay, a message of truth. Okay. Queen of Swords. They know. Somebody knows. The police know. And the King of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? Choices. Choices and choices. Okay? Mm. And the Six of Cups in the past. Somebody they know. And the Nine of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. The Magician. Okay? Mm-hmm. And there's the Tower. Down he and or she goes. The betrayal. The plan. Oh, and the world. Shut up. Oh, oh, this is getting creepy. This is getting creepy. Now, this is all alleged for your entertainment, okay? You know I'm about to make an announcement. Everything's alleged, okay? There's no facts or truth in this video whatsoever, but my interpretation and my opinion, because I got one. They got pentacles all up in this, okay? And betrayal. Um, what was the question? The ransom notes. Who's behind the ransom notes? Okay. It looks like someone paid somebody else to do this, okay? They are aware of this, okay? So they're aware of the ransom notes, they're aware of the porch guy, okay? They are aware of the betrayal and manipulation. And it's coming to a head. They are aware of the plan of betrayal. Okay? So the FBI has all this information, supposedly, I'm going to ask about that too, that they're sitting on, okay? And, you know, like you say, okay, he did this and that and this and that, prove it. So let's ask Google. How long does it take a body to decompose? Okay. It says well, we know the decomposition varies on the environment, okay? However, a few weeks in the open air to several years or decades when buried in a casket. Yeah, we know that, and buried in a casket. Okay. Ooh. In open air, a body can skeletonize in 9 days to a few weeks, depending on insect activity, hot, humid weather. Oh, unlined soil, bodies buried directly in the earth, typically skeletonize in 5 to 12 years. So we got plenty of time. Okay, so warm, humid, and okay, we don't have humid air out here. We have dry air. Okay, we have dry air. It says here, okay, that bodies generally decompose twice as fast in water, okay, and 8 times as fast in soil as they do exposed to open air. So it takes 2 to 6 days for a body to bloat, okay, and explode, because they do explode. Okay. So, depending on the environment, it could take a few weeks, several weeks to several years for the body to break down and skeletonize. Okay. That is okay. How long does it take a body to decompose in the Arizona desert? 4 to 6 months. Okay, so month. Okay, so within 2 weeks, high temperatures and low humidity cause rapid surface dehydration. Okay, so instead of the body liquefying, it dries up because of the low humidity. Okay, and yeah, and mummifying the body. But 4 months to 6 months, scavengers and desert insects gradually break down the tough mummified tissues, eventually exposing large portions of the skeleton. Okay. Now, in colder temperatures, okay, it's a delayed. Okay, so in the hot, like now, it's going to speed up, but back there in February, okay, where it was cooler, it took longer. So check this out. It says if the bones are buried in the dry, alkaline desert sand, they can remain preserved or even fossilized over hundreds of years. So basically, what it's saying is after the tissue breakdown in the body, uh, mummifies. Okay, it's actually preserving the body. She may be bones and hair, but she's not. She's mummified. Okay, she's mummified. Master Overlord. Yeah, but if she's in Italy, okay. See, here's the thing: you can't. How they get her to Italy? Right, exactly. There you go, Colleen. Okay, y'all here would read Colleen's comment. Okay, so she would be mummified. Mummified is preservation. Is a form of preservation. Okay, it all depends. So, okay. So I'm gonna ask one more question. If you guys got a question, okay, put it up in the comments, or I am just gonna ask this last question. And this question is for the investigators, the FBI. Does the FBI know who was involved in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? Do they know who was involved in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? And thank you for your answers. What do you want us to know? Do they know who was involved in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? Ten of Pentacles in reverse talks about family conflict, financial loss, okay, and instability. There would be scattered bones and scavengers that would be sent for dogs, but if she was composted, don't have bones. Okay, so she's compost, human compost. Okay. What do you want us to know? The King of Cups. The King of Cups, okay, he's holding that cup. He knows something. The FBI, they know something, okay? The King of Cups. The Two of Pentacles. Choices. Balance. This one is talking about balance. It's funny because the King of Cups is balance. And the Four of Pentacles. They hold on, honey. They hold it tight to their chest. Four of Pentacles. Nine of Cups in reverse. This talks about unfulfilled and disappointment. And the Five of Cups in reverse, okay, of the recovery. Five of Cups, yeah, recovery. Of Nancy, okay. So what this is telling me is they know, they have information they're holding on to, okay. However, they're not happy, okay, because of until they recover Nancy. So this is where the disappointment lies, that they haven't recovered Nancy. You know, when they were talking about a nobody homicide, and there's clarity. There's the truth. So they know. Page of Wands. Okay. And they are holding on. The Knight of Swords. Okay. In reverse. Talks about a loss of focus. And the Seven of Pentacles. They're waiting. The Hierophant in reverse. Four Swords. Now, this is my death card too, my mini death card, and how they're focusing on the face. Okay. So they know she's deceased, or they think she's deceased. The Queen of Cups. And Death. And the Ten of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. Action. And the Chariot in reverse, which says they're at a crossroads, okay? They don't know what direction to go in or what choice to make. But they got 10 of Wands in reverse. And the Three of Cups. And Temperance. So I'm kind of getting the impression they know, okay, that they know, and they are holding it to their chest because they want to find Nancy, okay, because if they find Nancy, it will, I think, bring this together, and it will be a celebration, happiness, because they solved the case, they brought it to an end or whatever, okay. So they are at a crossroads on what action they could take. So it's like if they want to wait and see if they can come across this body, or if they want to just go proceed without the body. But they prefer to find the body, and it would really complete. No, they haven't turned her body. Well, I don't know what they did with that lady's body. Let's see. Let's ask. Okay, well, now I don't have to look buried in nature to get the idea that human compost. Yes, I got it. I got it. Okay. hmm I mean, it's not like they buried her in a casket and had a full funeral. So, somebody had their body. Who was that? I just read somebody had their body, wanted their body to be used as compost, human compost. That was in the will. Right. Okay. Right. Right. Midnight tuition. Right. She's buried in nature. Nature is natural. Okay. So there's no comp that you just put the body in the ground, wrap it in with what is it, the holy cloths that they use. Okay, it depends on where you're at, but I mean it means what it says literally. Right. Hmm. So she's buried with nature, just like those 25 bodies that they dug up on the Mexican border. Okay, those bodies are buried with nature. Okay, or buried in nature. Same thing. Okay, same thing. It may be anything, but see the thing about it is take it for what it's worth. Okay, don't dig deep in it. It's buried in nature. Simple as that. Okay, buried in nature. I'm not gonna Google buried in nature. Okay, the letter said what it said, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, she's buried in dirt. Well, it doesn't matter whose talk it is. Buried in nature, okay, is self-explanatory to me. Y'all putting too much on it. See, you're gonna get caught up. What about legions? Okay, when um when Lady Zelda talked about the lady used the term legion. Now, if you use the term legion with me, I'm just gonna be looking at you. Okay, what you mean legion? The only legion I heard, okay, is in the Bible with the devils, with them demons. That's not a good reference. Okay, so before I leave, okay, I got another question. Okay, can you tell us, or will you tell us? Will you tell us who are the FBI looking at in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? What? Who are the culprits the FBI are looking at in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answer. Who are they looking at in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? The FBI. Who are they looking at? In the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Yep. Wheel of Fortune. Bad luck. Karma. What goes around comes around. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Disruptions, delays, fearful, and stagnation. Okay. Queen of Swords. and the Star. Now that's like Savannah. Ain't she a lawyer? Ooh. And the Recovery with the 10 of Wands. And the World. Clarity, the Truth. The Moon. The moon can be something hidden or it can be a transition. The Moon. Secrets, illusion, mystery, intuition, and self-conscious. The Magician. Six of Wands. Six of Wands talks about somebody wanting to be noticed, recognition. It also talks about completion, successful in completing something, okay? The Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. Three of Pentacles, teamwork. Ooh, come on now. See, now they ain't playing, okay? Tell us who they looking at. The Hierophant in reverse. Ooh, they may be looking at Savannah. Four of Swords. Taking a rest. The Two of Cups in reverse. Why somebody keep trying to sign in with my Apple account, okay? In another country, they want me to change my password. But they always asking me when I'm doing something. Okay, so we have, what is this? Okay, so we have the Two of Cups in reverse, which talks about inequality, separation, and disharmony. Okay. And the Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody's going to get caught. They're not going to be able to move forward. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Ooh, there's going to be some disappointment. Is that the Knight of Wands? No, recklessness, setbacks, arrogance, and the King of Swords in reverse. There go the Sheriff. And the Knight of Pentacles. Now that's Porch Guy, I believe. Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Eight of Cups. And Recovery. And the Hangman in reverse. Refusing to let go of the past. Refusing to look at it in another perspective. Just like the Barney Fife, okay? And the Tower. and the King of Wands. The Sun in reverse. The Two of Wands. Strength in reverse, okay? And the Betrayal with the Three of Swords. And the Conflict with the Five of Swords. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. Now, we got all this male energy, and the only female energy is the Queen of Swords. Interesting. It's all over the place. So what I will tell you, okay, I don't see Annie in here, but I do see Tommaso. I see the sheriff. I see Porch Guy. Okay? For some reason. Now, the King of Swords in reverse, he may not be the sheriff, but for me, that's that energy for me. Okay? And those are the three gentlemen. Oh, wait, we got the ace of the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? So it's like four gentlemen. And they may or may not be who they're looking at, but they show right here. Okay? And we have the Tower, and we have the Sun in reverse around the King of Wands. Okay? But I would not be surprised if they make Porch Guy the scapegoat. We'll see how this turns out. Okay? Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Most of all, stay blessed.